Hello everyone and welcome to Low Budget Otaku, and today I'm making a breakdown of the Devil May Cry 5 E3 2018 trailer. Now I'm a huge Devil May Cry fan and my main cosplay is actually Dante from Devil May Cry 4. I just love the series, it's one of my 3 favorite series of all time. It's Devil May Cry, Shenmue and Metal Gear Solid. And I hated when they ruined the series with the DMC reboot. It was terrible, it was awful. I played it because it was free on PlayStation Plus at some point. But yeah, it was complete. The story is a mess, the changes in tone, the changes in the personality of the characters, it just ruined completely for me. And I was actually afraid that it killed the franchise, but I'm glad it didn't. I'm seeing some people complain about some things on the trailer, and in the beginning, I gotta say, when I first saw it, I was not that happy with it, but it grown on me as I rewatched it again, and I understand what I think they're going for, but I'm going to give you my feedback, so let's start this.
We've known each other a long time.
Hold the line! Hold the line! Nothing gets through!
You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this?
Okay, so first, we have this somber look to it. Unfortunately, kind of reminded me a bit of DMC, but I think I understand what they're going for. Because immediately it changes after this moment on the trailer. It changes to what we know from Devil May Cry. Now, I do think that they are going for a larger scale invasion, because all of the other Devil May Crys had like self-containing stories. The first one, Melee Island, Mundus was trying to open the portals so the demons could come into the human world and invade, but Dante was there to stop it. Devil May Cry 2 was a bigger scale already, because it was a city and it was already a bigger scale. There was already kind of that sorcerer trying to make an invasion, but because that game was poorly made, they couldn't really do that well. Devil May Cry 3 again was a bit more contained, with Virgil trying to open a demonic portal, and it was in that small village. So it, again, more contained. In Devil May Cry 4, again, it was in a village that already knew about demons and worshipped Sparta. It was again more contained. The idea that I think I'm getting from this is that it's a bigger invasion, and I think it's after Devil May Cry 2. After Dante goes to hell, he doesn't come back immediately, and hell breaks loose on Earth. So they take advantage of Dante not being there to stop them, and they invade, and I think some returning characters are going to play a huge role on it. But again, let's continue. And I think this guy that is talking about, with this monologue, I think he's talking to Dante, or at least talking to Dante in his absence, because probably Dante's not there. That's the feel I get from it, but I may be completely wrong.
They're demons! I've seen them with my own eyes! Red Grave is completely taken over!
Let us pray for mercy. This is a trial from the heavens above.
Now, okay, so we have Nero. He's in this caravan with Devil May Cry logo. We know from what novel that Dante gave the logo to Nero. Now, some people are complaining about Nero's look, and even comparing to the travesty that was Dante from DMC. I don't see that at all. I see exactly what I can expect from Nero after some ages, with some slight changes, because they are going for a more realistic look to the visuals, and you can see that it's not like DMC and Devil May Cry 4 it was the same console generation and they just changed the graphic engine with no reason at all, and the graphics were terrible from DMC. They look completely awful, even though they were trying to go with more realistic character models. Devil May Cry 4 character models and graphics in general look better than DMC's. No, this is definitely a graphic leap. They're using, I think, the Resident Evil 7 engine, and you can see that it has its advantages and disadvantage, because everything looks more realistic, of course. You have great detail on the characters and sceneries, but I do think it's lacking a little bit of color. That's a drawback, but I do understand what they are doing. Yeah, it's more realistic, so I can immediately see this guy is Nero. But again, he went from a bit more anime-ish look to a more realistic look. They cut his hair. It's okay, it's the same hair, it's the same sword, it's the same character. The voice actor is the same. So yeah, this is definitely Nero. It's not a reimagining of Nero. This is Nero. I think one of the reasons probably they give Nero the haircut is because to make him more distinct than Dante. Because a lot of people complain that Nero, Devil May Cry 4 looked exactly the same as Dante, but with the arm and a bit different jacket. But yeah, so I think they're changing a bit more Nero to make him more distinct. I'm okay with it. I like the way he looks. He has a bit too American chin, but it's okay. I like it.
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gotta ruin my crew!
Now that song is actually, in the beginning I was not liking at all the song, but now I'm pumped with the song. The song is listed as a song called Devil Trick. It actually has a video clip, maybe I'll link it down below. It's a fun song, you know, it still fits in the Devil May Cry lore, and apparently is the song for Battle of Nero. And I think it looks amazing, it gets me pumped to battle. So yeah, I'm fine with it. I hope Dante's gameplay has a song that is more like the song from Devil May Cry 4, or that thrash metal. But this one again, I'm okay for it to be Nero's battle theme. I hope they can have these more distinct styles for each of the characters. I think it's a good thing. Another thing that's all sequence was pretty much Devil May Cry 4 style of action. I'm so glad. Again, I'm getting pumped.
Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
So this is the new Devil Bringer. It's not called Devil Bringer anymore, it's called Devil Breaker, because Nero's lost his arm, the original devil arm that he had, Devil Bringer. He lost it. We'll see later on how. And now he has this metallic arm that that lady made for him. And I think he's going to have multiple arms that he can switch. So they basically find a new way to give Nero more variety, because Devil May Cry 4, Nero had very little variety. He couldn't change guns, he couldn't change swords. Unlike Dante, they had so much variety with all the styles, with changes and weapon changes. I think they're starting to give Nero more variety. That's a good thing. Now, it begs the question, will they still have a Devil Trigger? We don't know. I hope so. I hope they can still manage to find a way for him to have a Devil Trigger. Even though probably he's not going to be the same Devil Trigger. But let's see.
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
Now, two things. The gameplay looks exactly what you expect from Devil May Cry 4 being evolving. So it's the same type of gameplay that we saw from Nero on Devil May Cry 4, but now with the new system of the arms. Now this character here is going to be maybe a bit annoying. I'm not liking it. She's reminding me a bit of the character from Final Fantasy 15, you know, the mechanical lady, but without being hot as shit. And the other character was not cool because she was hot as shit. This one, not digging her look. And overall she kind of looks too trashy. But if she doesn't overstay her welcome, I'm okay with it. I hope Lady, Trish and Kiryu will be in this game, because I really like the characters. I like that they didn't ignore the characters in Devil May Cry 4. So because before, like every game, Dante had a new female character to be in the story, and they would then just disappear and you never know what happened to them. And Devil May Cry 4, yeah, a lady was still there. She was still hunting demons, and she hired Dante for a job. Trish was still working with Dante, and then we find, like in the anime, they have kind of a relationship, and I like that. I like that a lot. I think Trish and Dante were made for each other, almost literally. So I was happy with that dynamic. I hope they come back. But yeah, let's continue. Oh, by the way, this character actually is the granddaughter of the lady that make Dante's guns. So she's, again, part of the story, a bit on the main story. So I'm okay with the character overall. And by the way, the character design, so the enemy designs, it's hard to tell because, again, it's very dark, but they look great. They look like they belong on the Devil May Cry game. But again, it's the darkness that doesn't let you see every detail, because it's very dark, and like Devil May Cry 4, it was very bright.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
Heroes added. Now this boss seems straight again from Devil May Cry 4. It reminds me a lot of Burial. So yeah, looking great. I love the effects. I love that it looks like a Devil May Cry classic boss fight. So I'm pumped for that, because the DMC's boss fights were terrible. So I hope they go back really back to the classics.
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it. Cash first.
Idiot! Get back inside now!
This is probably the most important part of the trailer, because we see that somebody rips Nero's arm off, his Devil Bringer arm, and if we pay close attention we'll know who it is. So let's see if I can get the right image. Here, this is Virgil's jacket. Without a shadow of a doubt, this is Virgil. So probably he was hurt from Devil May Cry 1, but didn't really die. Maybe he was stuck in hell, and apparently he's back, and he's coming to get the Devil Bringer arm, probably to restore his own power, because some relationship we know that exists between Nero and Virgil. This is probably going to get Yamato and the Devil Bringer arm. I think it's an interesting dynamic. I'm curious to see where it goes. And I do think that they're doing this for us, the fans. It's going to have a lot of the characters that we love. I think it's going to be an intrinsic storyline. I'm hoping this is going to be everything that we want from Devil May Cry.
Idiot! Get back inside now!
I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Devil
The
May
logo
Cry.
looks amazing. The logo looks really good. And then finally we have the reveal of Dante. Now Dante, a lot of people are also afraid of Dante's new look. It looks like Dante, he feels like Dante. I hope the voice actor is the same, like the voice actor for Nero is the same. His jacket looks like a variation of the one that we saw from Devil May Cry 4. It looks a bit older, but I think maybe the realistic look is also making him look older than he's going to be, because it's not that great of a shot. We see the motorcycle, the movement, it's not the best shot, because his face looks a bit too skinny. Yeah, it does. He has the beard going on. Devil May Cry 4 Dante already had a beard, so they're just going to even more beard look, so I'm happy with it. I like that his hair is a bit longer too. The hair looks amazing. Again, they tried to go more realistic, so the hair is not just completely white, it's like a grayish color. This did same for Nero. I'm okay with it again. It looks like Dante. I hope his campaign is going to be bigger also. But again, I need to see more. But for now, what I saw, I'm liking. let me see. So here we have like this artwork where we see Nero, we see Dante, and we see this other new character, because apparently there's going to be 3 playable characters. I hope they all have the same amount of time, and I hope that the campaigns are very distinct, with new enemy types, with new boss battles, with new scenarios, and that in the end they could like converge in a final chapter with all of them. You can play all of them, like a bit like the Yakuza series do. If Devil May Cry, Capcom wants to learn how to do multiple characters, look at Yakuza 5, and you have like a perfect example to how to do multiple characters in a video game. That's like amazing work that they did, and I hope Capcom can do something similar. But again, I like the new graphics, even though I wished it would be more colorful, but I understand their constraints. I like Nero's new look. I think it still feels like Nero, it looks like Nero, his attitude is the same voice actor. Dante, I need to see more, but it feels like the same as Devil May Cry 4, but a bit older. So let's see where also in the timeline this really is, if it is before Devil May Cry 2 or after Devil May Cry 2. And yeah, I am pumped. I am happy. I know that some people are worried, but I don't think we have, for now at least, reasons to be worried, because I do think they are learning their lesson, and I do think, like they said themselves, they're doing this for the fans. And I hope they learned their lesson from the errors that they did, not just in DMC, but in Devil May Cry 4, where they shortened the game too much, and they just reused assets. So I hope they're going to give us the full game with the full story, and fixing the plot holes that they were leaving behind after Devil May Cry 4. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I know this is not my typical video, but I may do more videos on video games too, because I'm buying a PlayStation 4 soon, so I'm going to start playing more again. And if you guys enjoyed the video, tell me also in the comment section below. I'll be doing more videos like this, and I see you guys next time. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy my videos, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Do it! Just do it!